All right, let's talk about something I think we all get stuck in from time to time. That mental habit that feels like it should be helping but ends up just making things worse. I'm talking about overthinking. It's like being trapped on a mental treadmill, and today we're going to figure out how to finally step off.
You know that feeling, right? Where you have one tiny conversation and then, bam, you spend the rest of the day just replaying it in your head, analyzing every single word. Or maybe you sent an email and then immediately started dissecting it, looking for some hidden mistake. If any of that sounds even a little familiar, you are definitely in the right place.
Okay, so what is overthinking really? It's super important to get this right. This isn't the same as being thoughtful or careful. The key, the absolute magic word here is counterproductive. It's that moment your thoughts stop moving forward toward a solution and just start spinning, trapping you in this endless loop of what ifs and should have.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly. Helpful thinking, that's like having a map and actually using it to get somewhere. It's got a purpose, it leads to answers, and it usually makes you feel better. But overthinking, that's like being completely lost with the same map, just tracing the same streets over and over and over again. It doesn't get you anywhere, it just ramps up the stress and clutters up your mind.
So why does this happen? Why do our brains get caught on this hamster wheel? Well, it's not a character flaw or anything like that. It's actually a feedback cycle, a loop. Let's break down the mechanics of how it actually works. This is where it gets tricky, because this thing feeds itself. It all kicks off with a trigger, and it can be something tiny, right? Like a weirdly worded text. And boom, you get that spike of emotion, anxiety, worry, whatever it is. Your brain, trying to be helpful, goes, okay, let's solve this, and starts running all these what-if scenarios on a loop. But here's the kicker. It doesn't find a solution. It just completely drains your mental battery, which, ironically, makes it even easier to get stuck the next time. It's just exhausting.
And this isn't just in your head. I mean, it is, but it's also biological. There are actual parts of your brain that are working overtime here. You got your prefrontal cortex, your brain's planner, just analyzing everything to death. Then the amygdala, the fear center, is basically screaming danger. And then there's this thing called the default mode network. It just gets stuck on a U channel, replaying your own worries on a constant loop.
Okay, so this mental loop, it's not just annoying. It has real, actual costs that can ripple out into every part of your life. Let's dig into some of those hidden consequences, because they can be pretty serious.
And you can see the big ones right here. First up, decision paralysis. You think so much you can't make a choice at all. Then, of course, heightened anxiety. It's like pouring fuel on that fire. It absolutely messes with your sleep, because your brain just won't shut off. And yeah, it can really strain your relationships. It's kind of hard to be present with someone when you're trapped in your own head.
And this is so important to get. Overthinking isn't just a mental thing. It is a full-body experience. That constant mental stress, it triggers a very real physical stress response. Your body gets flooded with cortisol. That's the big stress hormone. And when that's happening all the time, it can mess with your immune system, your sleep, even your digestion.
Yeah, check this out. It really makes that mind-body connection crystal clear. You ever get those nagging tension headaches? Well, that could literally be your muscles tightening up from all the worry. And stomach issues? Yep, stress directly messes with your gut. It's wild, right? Your thoughts are actually making you feel physically sick.
Okay, so that was a bit heavy, I know. But here's the good news, the really good news. You are not stuck with this. There are real, practical things you can do to break the cycle and take back your headspace.
One of my favorite techniques is something called the 3 C's. It's super simple. First, you have to catch it. Just notice, hey, I'm doing that thing again. I'm looping. Second, you challenge that thought. Ask it some tough questions. Is this thought actually helping me right now? Is it even 100% true? And finally, step 3 is to change it. Try to rephrase it into something a little more balanced, a little more helpful.
I absolutely love this quote because it nails another huge strategy, mindfulness. The idea isn't to wrestle your thoughts into submission. You can't, really. The goal is to stop thinking that you are your thoughts. You learn to just watch them, like clouds drifting by in the sky. You're the big, wide-open sky, not the temporary storm passing through. That little bit of distance, it changes everything.
And hey, if you need more, here are a few more tools for your toolkit. Seriously, try these. Just getting the thoughts out of your head and onto a piece of paper can be a massive relief. Or try this. Set a timer for a decision. Give yourself, say, 10 minutes, and then you just have to act. Getting up and moving your body is a huge one. It literally helps burn off those stress hormones. And sometimes just talking to a friend and having them say, dude,
You're totally overthinking this. Is a reality check you need it.
So what's the big picture here? What happens when you actually start using these tools, not just once, but, making them a habit? Well, the payoff is way bigger than just feeling a little bit better in the moment. We're talking about a major shift in how you experience your life.
I mean, this chart really sums it up, doesn't it? You go from this state of constant, high anxiety and just mental fog to a place where the anxiety is way down, and you have clarity, you have focus. All that energy you were wasting just spinning your wheels, now you can actually point it at things that matter to you.
And it just keeps getting better. The benefits really start to stack up. You find you're more emotionally stable. You can handle things better. Making decisions becomes easier. You're more productive. You're actually present in your relationships instead of being stuck in your head. Your body feels better. You sleep better. You even unlock more creativity and self-confidence because you're not second-guessing every little thing. This is literally about taking your life back from all that mental noise.
Look, at the end of the day, this isn't about some magical overnight transformation. It's about taking one small, manageable step. Right now. Today. Maybe for you, that's just deciding to set a timer for that one decision you've been putting off. Or maybe it's just promising yourself you'll go for a walk next time you feel that loop starting. So I'll leave you with this question. What's the one thing you're going to do today to start reclaiming your focus?